Keeping it real, who that sports pod, legendary coach Rock. Go 17. Let's rock. Who that? Boss kick. Black and gold. Let's go. First and goal from the one. That's what lead. We go punch. Punching in, get them punch. With them Saints. Watch us march. Down the field, down your throat. Keeping it real. Who that sports? Breaking news, interviews. Open lines just for you. Call in, join in. Who that nation? How you doing? Come on in. Take a seat. Sit back. Relax. Put your feet up. Grab a drink. And let's talk Saint football. Y'all know what time it is. Time to keep it real. Let's go. Family, family, family. The doors are now open. So come on in. What's going on, family? It's your boy, Dolph Jackson, host of the Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast. And we're brought to you today by the Come On In Sports Network. And my co-host today is none other than the host of RFS Saints, Mr. Zachary Bell. Zach will be in here in a minute with us, family. Well, Who That Nation, you've been crying for months. You've been crying for weeks. We need a big body receiver. We need a big body receiver. Well, the Saints finally heard your calls, and they finally answered your prayers, baby. You got a big body receiver. He's not one with a popular name. He's not one that's going to make you stand up. No, it's not Gabe Davis. No, it wasn't Keenan Allen. Who was it, baby? Who was it? It was this young man right here. That's right, family. JACKSONVILLE. That is the newest member of the New Orleans Saints, and he is on the 53-man roster, baby. That's right. He is on the 53-man roster. So with this trade, who's going to packing? Will the Saints keep 6 wide receivers? If so, somebody's going to packing. Let's do a count right now. Shaheed, Olave, Vele, Mason Tipton, Brandon Cooks. That's 5. Do they keep 6? If they keep 6, would it be Cedric Wilson Jr.? Kevin Austin Jr.? Dante Pettis? Do you let Pettis go? I'm just saying, family. This young man here from the University of Utah, and we're going to go to NewOrleansSaints.com and read the press release that they had on Mr. Vele, baby. Vele. Every time he score, baby, that's going to be the chant, baby. Vele. Who that? Let's go it, baby. Let's get it, baby. All right, let me get that up there for you, family. Let me get this out the way. And we're going to add that right there. There we go. Now we're in the building. This courtesy of NewOrleansSaints.com. That's right. New Orleans Saints agreed to acquire JACKSONVILLE from the Denver Broncos. All right, here we go. New Orleans Saints Executive Vice President, General Manager Mickey Loomis announced today that the club has agreed to acquire wide receiver JACKSONVILLE from the Denver Broncos in exchange for future consideration. Now, that future consideration, family, is a 4th round 2026 pick and a 7th rounder in 2027. Vele is 6'5". All right. There's he big, 210 pounds. He's a second-year NFL veteran who was originally selected in the 7th round last year by the Denver Broncos out of the University of Utah. Now, as a rookie, the San Diego, California native appeared in 13 regular season games, and he started 7 games last year, recording 41 receptions for 475 yards. He averaged a first down a catch with 3 touchdowns. And with those numbers last year, he probably would have been the leading receiver in the New Orleans Saints receiving corps. I'm just saying. I know it's not the big name. It's not the name. It's not a Keenan Allen. It's not even a Gabe Davis. But this young man has great upside. He's productive. 41 receptions, 475 yards last year as a rookie. Vele appeared in 47 games and with 28 starts in his 5 seasons with the Utes from 19 to 23. He recorded 123 catches for 1,689 yards. He averaged 13.7 yards per reception for 9 touchdowns. And get this, he returned 27 punts for 273 yards, averaged 10 yards a return. And he can return punts. Somebody's going to pack in. In 2023, he played in 10 games with 9 starts, recording a team-high 43 receptions for 593 yards. He averaged 13.8 yards a reception with 3 touchdowns. In 2022, he was named Pac-12 All-Conference Honorable Mention after appearing in 14 games with 12 starts, where he finished second on the team in receptions with 55 and receiving yards with 695, and he scored 5 touchdowns. So that's courtesy of NewOrleansSaints.com. And there's your newest receiver. There's your big body receiver that you have been craving for. Now,
everybody's been begging, man.
Yeah. Everybody in the chat, let me ask you now, because I've seen a lot of it on social media. Did the Saints give up too much? Was a forward in this next year's draft and a 7th in 2027, was that too much for a former 7th-round pick who, by all means, he outperformed being a 7th-round pick? If you get 41 catches, 3 touchdowns for almost 500 yards from a 7th-round pick in his rookie season, I say he damn sure outperform his draft status. What's your thoughts, Zach?
Yeah, I do. I think you nailed it right on the head. Look, thing is, yeah, okay, we understand draft picks are so important going through a rebuild like we are right now. But who is to say that we go and grab a wide receiver in the 4th round next year and that wide receiver ends up balling out and playing well? There is no way of telling that. We have actual NFL film of what Vele has done as a tall, big body wide receiver, a guy that we've all been asking for.
Yes.
He's a person that Sean Payton compared to Marcus Colston. Sean Payton's favorite thing recently has been comparing everybody to former Saints players that he's drafted, but that's what he said when we got him. I just went ahead and did a full-blown reaction video to his highlights from last year and some of his college highlights, which I'm working on getting uploaded onto RFS Saints right now. So probably be up and probably after the stream. But to be honest, man, I liked what I saw out of him. For the most part, he's exactly what we want. Quick slants across the middle, a lot of these short routes. It's like perfect for those, 2nd and long situations, try and get rid of a couple yards. That way we can open up for a short third. He's also used in the red zone. It wasn't used as much with Denver, but was used in the red zone quite often with Utah. And as a 6'5" wide receiver, and us struggling in the red zone, I think this is a perfect fit. It's a tall guy, long reach, high points the ball. When the ball hits his hands, he's coming down with it for the most part. I think it's a great addition. I'm pretty excited about it. If he ends up not doing good, yes, we're going to be upset about the 4th round pick, but this is a guy that we've seen. He had almost 500 yards. He only dropped, 12 passes out of his 48 that he caught. So I think it's a great addition.
Yeah, I like it. I really like the addition. Young receiver. I mean, you can't satisfy some people. You've been crying. A lot of you been crying and whining. We need a big receiver. They go out and get a big receiver, a receiver who was productive last year, who outperformed his draft status from last year. Again, this kid was picked in the 7th round. You got a 7th round tight end right now that in all likelihood is getting cut. has done absolutely nothing. And I'm not, it's just the truth. This young man came in 7th round pick. He was the number 2 receiver last year behind Courtland Sutton for the Broncos. A team, by the way, that went to the playoffs. And he had something to do with it.
Yeah.
He was productive last year. 1 year, he started 7 games. Like Zach said, he was targeted 55 times. He came down with 41 of those things. And listen, first down, receiving first downs. Last year, 26 of his catches went for a first down last year.
Yeah, and after watching some of his highlights, though, there was a couple things that really stood out. One of which was his ability to get a couple extra yards. I'm not saying like a yak yard type guy where he's going to catch it and he's going to go another 15, 20, but he's a guy that able to catch the ball, use his big frame to turn and then go ahead and lean forward. And since he's 6'5", he's able to get a couple more yards after each reception. And he was used right around that first down marker most of the time. Another thing I really liked out of him was his ability to come back to the ball. There was only one play that I saw that made me just kind of get a little worried. But for the most part, whenever a play was broken up, Bo Nix was having to scramble. The first guy that was hustling to try and find open space was Devon Vele. He would go and cut back. He also has, you could see in some of the catches that he had, he's also very smart. It wasn't like he was just running around trying to find space like a chicken with its head cut off. It was deliberate. It was specific. They had one route where Bo Nix was pressured. He's rolling over to his left. I believe it was when they were playing up against the Chiefs. It was in a 2-minute drill with like 45 seconds on the clock. They're trying to get to inside field goal range, kick a field goal. He starts to, after his route is done, he tracks his way back. He looks over his shoulder. He has a linebacker in the corner follow him. Bo Nix steps up. As soon as Bo Nix steps up, he just squeezes over to the right a little bit into that free area as those rushers are now focusing on the quarterback, grabs it, and then takes off for 20 more yards. So, there's a lot of very smart things about this kid. I know people are upset that he's 27 and people are like, oh, he's older. Why are we, getting someone that's older?
Yeah.
Well, he's also experienced and he also knows what it means. He's not a lazy 22, 23-year-old that's got a chip on his shoulder coming into NFL. He knows what it means to get here. He's fought through it. I think this is a good move, man. I did see JT's comment for you keep going. He said, if he is good, why does Sean Payton let him go? The issue with over there in Denver is that they have so many wide receivers right now. You got Sutton and Mims who are like your primary 1 and 2 receivers. Vele was becoming that third receiver. They went and grabbed Pat Bryant, who they had been making like their main focus throughout preseason. He's been getting a lot of targets. He's been being targeted a lot in training camp. He's been targeted a lot in the preseason matchups. So I think Vele was just kind of the odd man out. And so they went ahead and they were like, you know what? Vele is still good. We want to get something from him. We don't want to give him away for free. But if we lose him and we get a draft pick for the future, well, we'll let Pat Bryant go ahead and slide into that spot where Vele, was holding.
Right. And like Zach said, JT, the kid is productive, man. I could see we're getting somebody that he wasn't productive last year. The kid was a 7th round pick, man. And he went off last year. When I say off, 41 catches, 3 touchdowns, 475 yards. Now, compare those stats to your Saints receiving core last year, minus Rashid Shaheed and Chris Olave. And the mass unit and everybody we were running on there last year. He was damn leading receiver on the Saints last year. And he's young. I don't care if he's 26. So what? He's 26. And I'm so tired of this. Oh, he's 26. He's
too old.
Yeah, who cares, man?
You wanted us to go sign Gabe Davis. I'm sure Gabe Davis is up around that same age, and everybody was so hyped on that. And I thought Gabe Davis was just similar to all the other wide receivers that we have currently in the locker room. This is a guy that brings something different, something that we've been missing for 4 years.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, 27. Yeah, it's 27, dude. My bad.
Then he brings that size. Listen, if he pans out and he becomes that that possession receiver, that red zone threat, that 50-50 ball, that contested catch beast that we have been missing since Michael Thomas went away. Well, forward in the 7th round is nothing. Again, a lot of
you're not going to worry about it at all.
Yeah,
no.
Right now, a lot of y'all are complaining about a damn 7th round pick in 22, a 7th round pick. A lot of y'all are crying about a 7th round pick in 2027. Now, I asked myself too, was that too much? I mean, if he pans out, no. If he doesn't pan out, you still only gave up a 7th and how many 4th-round picks hit for this team anyway? So that I'm just saying that's something to take into consideration there. But
yeah,
again,
I mean, like
it.
You said, I'm like everybody else too. I don't like getting rid of draft picks. It makes me nervous because but the difference is that we've got a year and we've seen what he has, and if they believe in him, well, then it's just a matter if it comes to fruition. If he ends up being good, then we're not worried about it, because we're going to go wide receiver next year anyway, and we're still probably likely to go another wide receiver anyway. But if this works out, we're not going to be thinking about a 4th and a 7th round pick once it's over. If it doesn't, then we're going to be mad, and as we should be. But from the little bit of highlights, obviously I watched highlights, didn't watch lowlights. So, it's hard to give a full breakdown without seeing everything that he has done. But I thought he looked really good from the footage that I was able to get from him.
Okay. Let's take some comments, Zach. Let's read some comments.
Yeah, let's do it.
Quick. Let's go with Tim Dunn. Tim Dunn says, I like trade. It was a need. Exactly. Jerry said, now they can stop crying. And they still crying, Jerry. We read that from JT. Let's see. Vibe with Ant says, I like it. We need some red zone targets. Again, on that intercept, since we're talking about this, on that intercept that Spencer threw Sunday in the red zone, you heard the coach, you heard Mason Tipton come out, and you heard the coaches say, hey, you can't allow that defender to get it across your face. As a receiver, you got to be inside that defensive back. You got to cross his face first. A big body receiver like Deshaun, like Vele, you don't have that problem, man. Again, this is something that was needed. Kevin Austin Jr. Again, he appeared in week 1. He was a no-show this week. And the thing is now, though, Zach, with the Saints he's on the team because you gave up a forward interception.
Yeah, he's on the team. Yeah,
he's definitely on the team. And listen here, he's in the plans. He's in the plan. The kid has upside that we have seen. We're complaining about a 4th and a 7th round future selection that we don't know. We don't know who they're going to select and if they're going to be any good. At least we know we have 1 year of this young man in the NFL. We're seeing him up against 1s, not 3s and 4s, but against 1s, and he has been productive. No, he was a 7th round pick. He was not a 1st round pick. But does that mean this young man cannot be good as a 7th round pick? Some of you need to get your, out of what? And think. One of the greatest receivers in the history of the New Orleans Saints was a what? Marcus Colston was a 7th round pick. You gonna tell me this young man after 1 season you complaining about getting him for a 4th and a 7th? I know what I'm getting in him. I got an idea what I'm getting in him. The Saints identified this young man. They went out. Listen. It had to be a coach's call. Believe me, this was a coach's call. But what this also does, it means a couple people going home. A couple people be looking for new teams.
That's exactly what it means. That's exactly what it means.
It tells everybody in that receiver room, not named Olave, Shaheed, Tipton, and Cooks. I ain't too sure about, but listen, the only reason I'm sure on Cooks now, It's because the Saints guaranteed him $7.7 million guaranteed. If his contract wasn't fully guaranteed, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, but those four and Vele, that's 5 again. And if they keep 6, I go with Dante Pettis because of his ability to return kicks, punts, and kickoffs. That's who I go with. Now, let me ask you this. And this young man does have a little punt return ability in his background at Utah. Does bringing this young man in, and if Pettis is the 6th wide receiver, does this hurt Velus Jones' roster chances?
I mean, it could, but I don't really see him being a punt returner. I mean, I didn't look up any highlights of, I haven't looked up any highlights of him, doing any punt returns or anything like that. He doesn't have phenomenal speed. And I just don't, I don't see that being the case with him. But yeah, I mean, everybody that's been on the brink of making this team, in this running back room, wide receiver room, everything just gets a little bit harder now for him. So it is definitely going to be tougher. I did see vibing with the Johns said Sean in his press conference 7 days ago said Vele reminded him of Colston, and that's big. Yeah, but that's also Sean Payton selling his trade. You know what I mean? Like, we got to realize it's chess, not checkers. So that is a part of it. I definitely could see outside of his size, they didn't use him like a Marcus Colston at all last year. He did have some highlights in college where, we saw some of those over the back shoulder catches and stuff like that. That was really nice. Like I said, from the highlights that I've seen, when the ball touched his hands, he caught it. High pointing the ball. Very aware. A hard working guy. He's always coming back for the ball. So I think there's a lot of benefits of grabbing him. I think this is going to work out personally.
Yeah, me too. Jason, how you doing? What up? Who the name I'm labeling? You right on time, baby. We just
what up, Jason?
504 coach said everybody need to chill. The 4th-round pick was probably just a birthday gift from Mickey to Sean. Man, you stupid.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Vibing with the Johnson said Sean in his press conference. Okay, you just read that. Marley Mall says it's kind of risky, but at least to say, how's it risky, Mall? What's the risk?
I don't think it's really risky. I don't think it's really risky either. Like I said, 4th-round picks, I mean, come and go out the league all the time. Like, this is a guy that had real reps in the NFL with a pretty decent offense in the Denver Broncos with a young quarterback. He helped a young quarterback. He did a lot of right things. I don't think it's necessarily risky, to be honest. I just don't. I mean, like, I would love for us to be able to negotiate it away from a 4 and make it like a 5 and a 7 or something like that. But obviously that's what was on the table. Everybody in the league knows the Saints are struggling at wide receiver, and they know that they can sell us high on one. They know that.
Who that record? Man, you funny, bro. We just thought you funny already. I know Velus Jones is a running back. He's a converted wide receiver to running back, but his usefulness to this team would not be in the running the football.
It's not just running the football. It's punt returns, it's kick returns. They had him lined up as a slot wide receiver a couple times, just like how they have AK ran set up in a slot position as well.
So that's why I say him or Pettis. Which one brings more value to this team? I like Dante Pettis.
I like Dante Pettis too. I would have to say Velus, but I would hate to see Pettis go because I think he's proved the most going from last year to this year, at least with the Saints. But he is a bit older,
Right. We have 2 full-round picks in 26. Y'all, come on.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Well, and I think the 2nd, 4th-round pick, there is a discrepancy with that. At least I read that somewhere. I didn't background check it. It's something to do with Yadam's usage.
Yeah, thank you, Bob.
But yeah, we do have 2 4th-round picks. So
a lot of them didn't know that. They thought the 4th-round pick was gone. Thank you, Bob.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Now, what I want to do, let's go to the Denver Broncos podcast, and I want to hear them. I want you guys to hear their thoughts on this trade. Let me set that up for us right now. All right. There we go. Let me set that up for us.
I wouldn't necessarily say like it's all fair weather fans, Jerry. I mean, like those definitely exist. I think it's more of fans now have become untrusting of the moves that this organization has been making. And, you know, until they prove us otherwise, I can't be mad at the people that are disgruntled, but do a little research before you start. Before you
I was
jump
actually
at
really
an
shocked because
opinion.
it's a weird one where the
Let me know if y'all can hear. Put a 1 in the
like
chat.
typically
if you can
somebody like gets the tweet out
it should be
and
able to
it's
hear it.
like, oh,
I
Rappaport
can hear
says
it.
this or Schefter or you.
Okay.
Half the time it's you. But somebody says like this is going down. And so I saw Broncos tweet pop up on my phone and it said Devon Vele is being traded. And I was like, well, that doesn't make any sense, but it's from the Broncos. So mostly I'm shocked and realized that I was very, very, very wrong.
Yeah, and Henry, this is a topic that we talked about earlier this week. Could the Broncos make a move with one of the guys that has value, that will make a 53-man roster? And
Now I'm gonna stop it there. For all y'all crying, did you hear what he just said? For one of the players that has value and will make a 53-man roster. So you're getting a talented young player. I'll tell you what it is, Zach. If his kid, let's say this, if this kid was a former 3rd round pick a season ago, a lot of people's reaction right now and temperament would be different. But because
if he was a 4th round pick or a 5th round pick or something like that, people wouldn't be stressing at all. They'd be like, oh man, that's a great move.
Yeah, but because
also, or if he was 25 instead of 27, everybody be like, oh, that it was a good move. Like everybody wants to look at everything to nitpick it, one way or the other. I mean, go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right, let's finish listening.
We talked about Devon Vele, and in one sense, this is a little interesting of a move because Devon Vele, arguably the Broncos' 2nd best receiver last year, outside of Cortland Sutton. But then you look at this Broncos roster and they're stacked at receiver. And we've talked about it. There's 5 guys, really 4 guys that are competing for that number 2 spot. And Devon Vele was in that category and in that mix. And clearly with the evolution of Troy Franklin, Pat Bryant really showing up as a rookie. And we know what Marvin Mims can do. And he's taking that next step. There just wasn't room for Devon Vele. You're never going to play 6 receivers on the field. Then you also have Trent Sherfield. You're really never going to play 5 receivers on a field either when you have Evan Ingram, who's going to be on the field as well. So Devon Vele was the odd man out. And we've kind of seen that over training camp. He was kind of the guy that maybe not wasn't going to get a jersey come week 1. That was a conversation that we had just a week ago. And I said it was probably Vele not getting that jersey. And then there's some people saying, well, the depth. Don't you want to keep him for depth? And I get that. But Henry, the haul that the Broncos received in return for Devon Vele, too good to pass up. This was a masterclass by George Payton, using a 7th round pick on a wide receiver last year, then flipping that for a 4th and a 7th round pick in a position that you are so deep at already. Bravo, George. He just continues to put together fantastic deals, fantastic signings, fantastic moves. And this is one of them. This
Did
is
you just
exactly
say George
what you
Payton
want
twice
from your general manager, using a 7th round pick. Then a year later, you flip it for a 7th and a 4th. This was a deal that was too good to pass up for the Broncos.
Absolutely. Did the Broncos get the 7th round pick? Oh, they did. Wow.
They did.
I thought they gave up the 7th round pick.
Exactly.
Oh,
exactly. I mean, and still, Henry, that would have been a good deal then. But now.
All right. Now, what I mainly played that for, man, and shout out to the Denver Broncos podcast, man. What I mainly played that for is, as you heard, this kid he's a player.
Yeah.
He's a player.
Like I said, it is a trade for the Broncos. You get 2 picks. You trade away a guy you drafted in the 7th round just a year ago. You get a 7th and a 4th in turn. It's a good pickup from them. But like I said, the Saints aren't in a situation to where they can try and buy low right now. And and we don't know what's going on in the locker room. Maybe they should have been talking with these guys, with Denver a little bit sooner, and maybe try to get them for a cheaper price and allow those negotiations to go a little bit longer before making this deal. But maybe they've been talking this whole time. They stood strong on that number, knowing that we don't have the advantage in this situation.
Right.
We've been asking for a wide receiver. There's some out there. Like I said, Gabe Davis, one that gets constantly brought up. Obviously, there's a reason why we didn't want him, or he didn't want to come to us. There's always reason behind it. But I think this pick works out, and hopefully, I don't know if he'll get any reps this weekend. I mean, it's still early. It's still 2 more days of practice, but he may not. He may only practice once. But it would be nice to be able to see him at least hop on the field for a game. But it may be a bit too early for that.
But what's funny is, man, we play the Jaguars and we trade Colin Sanders a couple hours after the game. We playing the Broncos Saturday and we make a trade with Denver to get them wide receiver from Denver. Hey, man. Hey, now, and again, me and Zach sat on here Sunday and we brought up the fact that Colin Sanders playing Sunday was a eye-opening event and something that you had to keep your eye on, because he was out there playing for a reason. He was being showcased and he was not making his team. I said it before camp started. A lot of people thought I was crazy. All you gotta do is just sit back and just look. He didn't fit the 3-4. First of all. Second of all, he was not productive for what we brought him in here to do. Great guy, can flip backwards, can catch an intercept in the goal line and take all that, funny and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But he did not help the Saints with their porous run defense. What's your thoughts, Zach?
Yeah, I mean, look, we're talking about the Colin Sanders thing. I mean, spot on. And I think, it just shows that, Doc knows a little bit about what he's talking about, because right after it all happened, everybody was complaining about it. And they're like, oh, why they make that trade? Nick Underhill finally comes out and said, because it was a player that wasn't going to make the roster, trade for another player that wasn't going to make the roster. They just went ahead and forego the step of having to sign him afterwards during waivers. So, it is what it is. I did see who that record said. You ain't heard me. Olave would be expensive next year. Could get traded before deadline. Team is bad. Remember, they're rebuilding. I mean, there is a lot of what ifs and everything that can happen. There's no telling what's going on in the mind of Kellen Moore and the Saints right now. And that also, I feel like it's way too early to be getting into that kind of conversation. 504 said, family, this kid is nice. I'm telling y'all, it's a great pickup. I think he's pretty solid as well, man. And I'll continue doing some more research. Obviously, it just happened, an hour before we decided to go live, something like that, a couple hours before we decided to go live. So we'll do some more research over the rest of the week, reach out to some of our contacts and stuff and see if we can get any more details on the kid. But from things that I've seen, I think it's promising. Yeah. Mackin said we're supposed to get younger during the rebuild. Look, I understand it. But we're right now struggling at wide receiver regardless. I mean, he's 27, but it's only his second year in the NFL. The legs are a little bit younger. It's not like he's been getting destroyed in the NFL for the last 4 or 5 years. So just relax. Let's see how it builds up. We are a lot younger than a lot of people are portraying us to be. We're not like super old like we were at before this year's draft. We're a lot younger now. We are. It's okay to bring in a 27-year-old that could possibly give us a solid 4 or 5 years. There's nothing wrong with that. And it's although we're trading away assets, we're getting him for cheap on a rookie contract for 3 years during what's supposed to be prime years for a receiver. So, there's that in consideration too. I've said, Dolph, what do y'all think of Olave, Sheed, Cooks, Tipton, Vele, and Pettis? That's a nice wide receiver group. I think it elevates a bit.
I think that's the group right there. Put that back up, Zach, right quick, please.
Yeah. You got a dual guy at Olave.
Yeah, you got the track team. That's the track team. The 100 relay team right there. Olave, Shaheed, Cooks, and Tipton. Then you got Vele and Bettis.
Yeah, and then Pettis that can work with do stuff with special teams, and has a little bit of a rapport with Spencer Rattler too, because he was one of his main targets during the time that all the wide receivers are out when he was starting. So said not bad, but yeah, and I understand that. And that's everybody is going to have their opinions why a trade is good or bad. You're never just going to full out win a trade. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I think it's fine. Let's go ahead. See, get rid of Caesar and Foskey.
We're gonna look at film.
We're about to do that in just a second. So that is the big reason why we're live today. We're going to go through the all 22, some that we're going to be starting doing on this channel every week after the games are played. We're going to alternate weeks. 1 week it'll be here, another week it'll be over on RFS Saints. So make sure y'all subscribe to both. But go ahead, Dolph.
All right, and most hated bronze flat power guard say people be worried about stats and don't realize how big wide receivers opens up so much. Yeah, it's a plus. It's just like, man, you can win. You can win. You can't win for losing. You cry for a big receiver. Oh, he too old. Oh, he a 7th-round pick. God damn. He on a rookie contract. He outperformed his draft status as a 7th-round pick, and we got him for a 7 in 2027. And you have multiple 4th-round picks, which many of y'all didn't know why y'all was crying, thinking we just gave away and they got more. You just thought that was the only 4th-round pick they had. Come on, man, do your research, man. Come on, y'all, stop being so emotional, man.
Well, and like if we really look back of what we talk about what we're missing in a big body receiver, but I think people are forgetting the reason why we're missing one. It's because of the lack of the ability for our team to consistently drive up the field, take control of time possession. Most of our plays throughout last year and I believe even the year before has come from deep ball touchdowns whenever we catch the safety slacking. We don't have consistent drives going up the field, first down, wearing down the defense. We haven't had that. So, with the addition of this big body receiver, this adds to that importance, the ability to wear down the defense more, allow the offense to get comfortable, give a big body option for our young quarterbacks. It makes the job easier on them.
Yeah, it makes it real easy. All right, now the reason we all here, let's get to it, baby. First, offensive possession here for the Saints in this game. Let's take a look at this. Go big screen for us. All right. I like the end zone view. Let me get the Kershaw out the way. First play handoff. All right. Now, let's watch this play here. Now, I'm going to stop it because everybody in the chat, who was this sack on?
Everybody thinks it was Ruiz, huh?
Everybody in the chat, who right now, before we roll this film, whose fault was this sack? You watched the game, you reacted and everything. Who was this sack on? Was it on Ruiz, Shuck, or was it on Fuaga? Who was it on? Come on, put in the chat right quick before we start rolling this thing, baby. Let me get one in there. Don't get quiet. Don't wait till me start rolling the film and then put it. We ain't putting it up. All right. JT, JT Ruiz. All right, JT. You the guinea pig. All right, JT said, Jerry said Ruiz. Marlon Mars said Ruiz. All right. I'm about to see if y'all right now. Hey, what's the old saying, Zach? Film don't lie, right? Let's see.
Film don't lie.
Let me rewind that a little bit. Let go back a little. Let's do it. Let's do it right there. That's a run. Let's go to pass. Now, y'all, I think I went too far.
You went too far. This is the run play. This is the run play again.
This is the run play again. Man, look at that run that by Kendre though, man. Telling the kid's ready, bro. Reposition Kendre. It's a good. Good set right there. Everybody, let's focus on Ruiz right here. Ruiz. Let's focus on Caesar right here. Remember, Jaguars had their starters out there. Pancake, he won that. Put him in the dirt. All right,
Yeah,
y'all give him
that
crap.
get a bit too deep, but that wasn't bad.
Yeah. Here they go. This is the, I don't know what the hell Shuck did. All right.
Chuck tripped on his damn feet.
All right, here we go. Let me get that. All right. Come on, Curse. Get out of the way. We need light.
I don't think it's not going to do it until you press play. So, but the way we look at it, Ruiz is supposed to go around. It's a swap. So Fuaga goes to the inside. Ruiz is supposed to pick up the blitzer. He's a bit slow. And I want to say Kendre's also at fault a little bit here as well.
Kendre is at fault.
No, Kendre went up. This is the next play.
That's the player by you to mind on. Here we go. Now, what happened? The D line, they're gonna run a stunt. Fuaga's supposed to pass him off to Ruiz and then pick up 58 looping. Now, here's what happened. Everybody say that's on Ruiz. Let me rewind that. So y'all need to see what happened. Let me see if y'all see. Zach, do you see what happened?
Yeah, Fuaga pushes the end right into Ruiz, which forces Ruiz to have to give up his block and basically put him in a stuck situation, which led to that pressure up the middle.
All right. You know what? You're close. You're close.
Okay. What'd you see?
So what happened? The defender purposely did that. Watch. The defensive end purposely did that. Watch him. Because it really wasn't that hard of a push by Fuaga. See that?
Yeah. He comes across and just basically runs a pick.
That's exactly.
Ruiz.
There you go. See, Ruiz actually had his man. I'm gonna rewind it again because we getting him crap for this. Here we go. Locked up, bam. And now who's that on? That's on Fuaga.
Yeah. Fuaga, he goes and allows that pick. He doesn't follow it after he pushes him off like that. And then Fuaga gets to a point where he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know if he should go back outside, stay blocking the guy that he was originally defending. So it was a whole mess of a play on the offensive line on that drive.
Right. Now, here's the run, the next play. Let's watch Kendre, but watch the blocking up front. Good. Look. Okay. Did y'all notice? And I'm not now what I'm saying is I want y'all to notice when we give players flack, they deserve it. We're gonna get on their ass. But when they don't, when they do something good, we're gonna say what they do good, what they do right. Now, we need to rewind this 10 more seconds. There we go. All right. And I'll stop it when it gets to the end zone view. All right. Again, everybody sees it right now. He's the hot topic right now. All right. You got it all in the chat. Get rid of Caesar and Foskey, man. Y'all need to stop. Don't even put his name. Y'all can't put him in the same stratosphere as no Foskey, man. That's totally something different. Don't do the kid that, man. So here we go. Watch this. Watch how he climbs. He's going to climb. He's going to take that backer. Then he's going to come up there and pick up another block. He's going to pick up another defender. Watch this. Watch him climb. Good. Now climb the linebacker. Look at that. Huh? But I tell you what, man, Torres Simpkins, man, he is that kid there, man.
Yeah. Simpkins looks like he might end up being the steal for us, man. I mean, it was good communication by both Simpkins and Ruiz on that part. It was a great job of Ruiz keeping his head up and finding the next guy. And, to be honest, Kendre getting a little tunnel vision on one side, it runs to the defender. Kendre, a little bit of vision work could help with that too, but nonetheless, pretty good run.
Special team. Punt return.
See what we get off this second string defense a little bit here.
Yeah. There go your guy, dominant turf. They're getting this kid every opportunity to make this team. Let's rewind. Getting the kid every opportunity to make this team. I'm gonna let it run. Now he's on special teams. All right, here we go. Jaguars. This is the Jaguars' second possession of the game. No pressure. All day to throw for Trevor Lawrence.
That's a lot of soft coverage in the secondary as well. So take a look at these linebackers as well, because we start seeing them playing more of a spy on the running back at some point as well. I think it's on the line. I think it's on the linebacker there. Stutzman actually gets his eyes rolled, or gets tricked by the eyes of Trevor Lawrence, rotates out too much left, knowing that right side is wide open. Where does 52 go here? He picks up the guy deep.
End. Yeah, he ran with the tight end. Jackson ran with the tight end.
Yep.
Another person who was quiet was Chris Rump the second. He was quiet. Look, straight out the middle.
Jeez. Missed tackle.
Look at that hole. Look who's in the middle. Man, Colin come on, man. You can't get taken out.
And that was all game. So this is when they're still allowing they're having the linebackers still put in a little bit more pressure. And they eventually switched to where they put a spy on the running back, and that slowed them down a little bit. As me Quincy Riley, and Riley again, he's a big play cornerback, but definitely is a little soft in coverage.
Who was that on the start? Of course, who was that?
I think that's Jackson again, coming a little late.
Again, Trevor Lawrence getting the ball out of his hand real quick. So not allowing the pass rush to get there either. So you got to take in consideration all of that. That's Isaiah Foskey at the bottom of the screen. I wanted this kid to work out so bad.
I think we all did, man. See what he does this time. He'll be coming in through the edge.
Again, man, look at
Pancake.
Colin Saunders, man. You got to be a better anchor than that, man.
Sauter was getting pushed to whatever side the center wanted to put him, whether it was left or it was right.
Christian Boyd now and there. And Vernon Broughton. That's Broughton and Boyd, the down lineman. Nothing changes. Right side of the offensive line. Let's see this.
And this is the trouble with the three up front style defense here, because it allows a lot of these opening. It puts a lot of pressure on the linebackers to be in the right spot, and your guys down and up front to be athletic enough to identify the hole and get there quick to at least slow them down for the linebackers to recover.
Right, and this is your one. This is your two gap right here. So Christian Boyd, he's lined up in the two gap right here. For those who don't know, this is your two gap, full gap, 6. If you had a tight end outside that tight end, it'll be 8. You going to your other side, the left side of the offensive line, that's your 1, your 3, 5. And if you had a tight end, that'll be your 7. All right. So let's watch Christian Boyd try to get up into this two gap, and let's watch what happens to him. He got
just straight out of the way. Pancaked again.
He got pancaked.
It's like a damn IHOP with our D line to start this game off, man.
Just
All you
coming
can
off
eat.
the ball. Good pressure. Was that who was that? Was that Chris Rump? Let's see. With the pressure. Yeah, Chris Rump, the second 98 with the pressure right there. Fidel Diggs is the other end.
But watch the inside again. Inside's just getting bullied. If they had ran the ball, it's probably a touchdown. The inside is just getting bullied up front. Breezy's gonna have to really shine out on this team to or we're gonna have trouble with this all year, regardless if it's the starters or not. I feel like
You gotta make that tackle. You got to break down, DeMarco. Overextended. You know. I think Fidel Diggs, I see him as a practice squad. I know he had some early momentum in camp, but I see that young man as a practice squad candidate. All right, we go fast forward that. Let's go. Here we go. All right, here we go.
Is this the first play off the drive?
No, I believe it's the second.
Okay.
No, it's not even now. We early. So that's the kickoff.
Yeah.
Well, let me see. Yeah, so here's the
All right,
kickoff. Let's go. All right.
They go to spread offense early. Go ahead and say Kendre wide left. See how the protect is.
Good.
Pocket.
Look at that ball placement.
And that's the one thing I think people forget about Shuck whenever we were, evaluating the stats throughout this game. When he was able to have some time and was able to look downfield and find his guy, his ball placement was very, very good today.
Man, listen, I know the
and
kid.
Some very quick release as well.
Torricelli Simpkins, man, that kid impresses.
Yeah, he's very good. Didn't even really need the help either.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can do here on, I think it's second.
Yeah, I think it's second down. Hand out, nothing on that side. Kendrick breaks tap, gets what he can. Now there's one thing.
I'm watching this in here. What the linebacker does for the Jags, what we need to see more out the Saints. Look at him identify the hole and just straight through inside to it.
Calvin Austin Jr. This is one of the things that was talked about when he was coming out. One of the things he needs to work on. Sometimes in his run blocking, he overextends himself. And so what I mean by that, his bend, he gets his chest and head over his knees, and he's leaning forward. And watch, I believe this is Walker for the Jaguars here. So watch what Walker does him here. See? Full technique right there. That's something he has to work on. It's run game, man. These kids, whoever's the star quarterback, they're gonna need this run game. Olave in motion there. Checking with Shuck, checks with Olave. A little high there.
Go back to the start of that because I want to see take a look at everyone there. Because I mean, there wasn't much open. You had Olave, that pass to Olave had to be like perfect on the money. It was a bit strong.
Oh, great job. Listen, we got on Dylan last week. I'm gonna give him praise. Right, I love that the way that him and Calvin work right here. How they look, you see that? The guy, they're running a stunt. So the Jaguars run a stunt. And watch how he passes him on. Watch Dylan. Dylan gets him. Comes off. Bam. Just enough. He gave him enough time to get rid of that ball.
I'll tell you, watching it from that view, the pass isn't as bad as what I originally thought of it. Can we go back to like the first look at it from from the 50-yard line view? Yeah, from the side.
Okay.
You have to go back a couple more times. Yeah. I want to see because I don't think anybody else was open here either. Over on the right's completely cut off. The tight end's completely cut off. Whoever's playing out on the left, nothing going across the middle. And he identifies all this really quick. Your only option is Olave.
Yeah, nobody was
And
open.
it's a tough throw. It's a tough throw to make. Like, people were trying to punish him for that one, but realistically, outside of putting it
All right, stop it there. Who the
half
hell is
yard
gonna
short,
follow to? He covered. He go down. He covered.
can't
Right.
go screen. He's getting blown up.
He's right there. Cedric Wilson's blanketed. You got safety coming up. He's covered on the. He's covered right here. So the
And
only place he's got this window. He's trying to fit it in between the safety and the cornerback over top. Right, that's a good read.
and he has to go to the side here.
Okay.
And I mean, I could even argue a little bit about the route for Olave on this one as well. He turned back in towards the defender. He wasn't able to get. He's supposed to be on that left hip of that defender, not that right side. This makes it a very difficult throw for any quarterback, because there's really nothing. There's no place that you can distinctly put it to where it'd be safe and easily caught.
Right.
I think Olave may have underestimated Lewis's speed there and thought he could get a little more space, and it just wasn't available. All right, so let's go forward.
In a second, gonna be a punt.
What up, Pammy? What up, Linda? Bronze? What up, guys?
So
Hey, make sure y'all smash that like button, guys. Let us know if y'all see anything that we miss as we're trying to break through some of this all 22.
Not yet.
You can't wait to do his trivia.
Yeah, he ready. He ready, man. He ready for his segment. All right, another handoff. Oh, this the one got called back.
That was such a great run too. Where was the holding on this one?
Let's see. Let's watch. Did they call him the tight end? Great blocking. Who was it on? I
don't know who it was on. That's what I'm trying to figure out myself. Was it on the? Couldn't have been on the right side, was it? That's all good. Maybe on this.
No, they called it on Torricelli. Yeah,
they called on Torricelli.
Yeah, let's go back and watch him. We go back to the first. Here we go. Yeah, they called it on him. Good hand placement. Yep.
Yeah, that's where it was. That right hand.
Yeah, he was getting away, and he right in front of the ref. You can't do that.
Outside that, everybody did good on that right side.
Yeah, that was good. That was one of the rare times that they had good blocking up front. Play action, steps up. And what a hell of a catch, man.
And so I saw a lot of people saying that this was a really bad throw, but they didn't see what Shuck noticed on this. So if you watch, Welch is going to be covered, and then he's going to get switched off before he makes this throw. Watch him get switched off, and you saw right there, he gets switched, so this guy isn't able to get his head around. All the people were like, oh, if he'd have turned around, he would have intercepted. If he would have turned around, he wouldn't have been nowhere near the ball. Go ahead and rewind it again from the first part of it. Yeah, from the first look over the top, because I want to watch. You're going to see Welch from before then. Yeah, from the full view.
All right, here we go.
All right, so watch. We're going to see Welch over here on this right side. He breaks here. They're going to switch off late.
Rewind it
and that allows Shuck to be able to put this ball where it needs to be.
All right, here we go.
Goes across. He picks it up. They call for the switch. He's having to turn his head around. He can't get in position. He's a linebacker. He's not a corner. He's not about to run forward with his head behind his, reach, facing the other way. You could argue it could be a little bit stronger, but I thought it was a pretty solid delivery there from Shuck. And a hell of a catch by Trayden Welch as well.
And I like him taking the chance there, gone, because he had the dumb down if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Look, right, who that? Jacob, the Rob right in front of him, 8-8.
Yeah, Jacobson right in front.
Yeah, Jacob right in front of him. He could have took that if he wanted to. But like you say, he saw the defender's back turn. Yeah,
That's when he released it. He released it as soon as that linebacker had to go turn outside. If the linebacker would have turned left, he may not have made that throw. He had to turn 360 in order, or full 180 in order to get into that position. And he went ahead and fired it. So, I mean, that's just really good identification by Shuck on that situation.
All right, man. Let me take it. They say, hey, family, can y'all still see us? Because I'm looking on TV. It says stream unavailable, suspended policy violation.
Oh, did they give up? They normally allow that.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh, they did say they gone. Oh, motherfucker. Okay, let me go see what that's all about.
Oh man,
that's gonna be a bitch. All right, well, never mind. We won't be doing this no more, unfortunately.
Yeah, that wraps that. So,
nah, fuck.
So we got
go. It's you're gonna
still
take a
live
class.
on X, though.
We're still live on X.
Yeah, we still live on X. So
let me go to the comments real quick and post what happened.
He just got to restart it. Let's see. Yeah, well, family, listen. That's the YouTube. Now, normally you're able to do this. I mean, we were pausing it, we were explaining. So, I mean, they got their own little way of doing things, man. But that will be our last time until we get everything straight away doing 22 like that. Okay. Yeah, let's see. I want to thank everybody who's still with us there on X. Thank you for being with us. For our YouTube family, hey, we got cut off, but the show must go on, baby.
Oh, we're back up now.
Are we back up?
We're back up now. Yeah, we're back up.
All right.
Go ahead and mute this real quick. That was all right. Well, we are back. I just messaged in the chat. Yeah, like Dolph was saying, other channels have done this. I guess NFL's being a little more strict on it. I'm surprised that they just allowed it to turn back on. I wonder if because we took it off the screen, they were like, all right, we'll give you all a pass. So we'll have to figure out what the issue with that. They'll send us an email and they'll give us whatever. Now what we can do instead instead of doing the all 22 until we can figure out a way for us to do it regularly is we can react to the game highlights of the last game normally. So let's see what they decide to do with this. If they decide to block it or if they decide to give a strike, because if they decide to give a strike, then we probably got to tread water a little bit more carefully. If they just block it, then we're fine. JT said that was Colin Saunders clicking you off. That's exactly what it was. Saunders called up Roger. He said, Roger, I'm gonna need you to figure this shit out. They talking shit on my name. I'm a Jaguar now. Don't mention me.
I'm a Jaguar now, damn it, dog. Yeah. All right. Gotta also put up a disclaimer when you use vids.
Yeah, we have a disclaimer up in the description.
We got disclaimer in the description. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, we back in this thing, baby. Mike. Well,
yeah, let's do our trivia, man.
Let's do our trivia, man. Let's do it. Let's go to trivia, man. The man, hey y'all. The man of the hour, the host, man. I can hear him now. He knocked out, baby.
Oh, he's sleeping? Oh, he was just yelling. He was just yelling 15 minutes ago. Oh, hold on. They're gonna go try and see if he can get him up. Oh man. But yeah. Sorry about that. That is kind of ass. So we'll try and work it out a way that we can do this. I mean, I know there's some sketchy ways you can get around it, but obviously we don't want to risk the channel. So we'll try and talk to whoever we can talk to get all this secured in and locked in for next time. If anything, what we will be able to do is react to things that were posted by the NFL. It could be something that's just specifically from the all 22 since it's a paid thing.
Which I paid for YouTube.
Right. But then we're giving it out to people for free. So it could be a situation like that. So what we'll do next time is we'll react to the full highlights of the plays. What normally shows all these like bigger moments. We're not going to be able to break down every single play, but we'll still be able to. They do show both the low and the bad. It's a full game highlight. It's not just the big touchdown passes or whatever like that. So we'll work that out.
Yeah. No, we'll get it. We'll get it worked out, baby. All right, man. Since Mike, he is asleep. Had a long day, so he out there. He gonna be, why you wake me up, Dad? Now you gotta go to school, boy. I got you. All right, so me and Zach go hold it down. Here's the first question, baby. Let's go. I need some music now, man.
They done messed up the whole vibe, man.
They messed up the whole vibe, baby. All right, here we go, family. First question. So easy, so easy. Who holds the record for most career rushing yards in NFL history? Is it A, Sweetness, Walter Payton, B, Adrian Peterson, C, Emmitt Smith, or D, Barry Sanders? Come on, chat. You shouldn't take off. Chat, y'all should be lighting up right now. This whole chat should be lighting up. 10 seconds.
Y'all know this one.
Y'all know y'all know this. I got a short clock. What that clock is? I got a clock on. I got a 9-second clock on. Yeah, there you go.
I think that's the wrong one, dog.
That's the one. That's the
dog done put stream starting on that mug.
It's only 9 seconds, damn it.
Is that what you did it for? He's so stupid.
Yeah,
we'll have to figure out a clock. Maybe we'll have to do that.
Okay. The answer is C. The answer is C, family.
Emmitt Smith.
All right. Let's go to number 2. Zach, you can handle number 2.
All right. Number 2. Which player holds the record for longest run from scrimmage in NFL history? A, Derrick Henry. B, Lamar Miller. C, Adrian Peterson. D, Tony Dorsett. Or E, both D and A. What you got?
What you got for us, chat? What you got for us? Let's go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna give y'all 10 more seconds.
I'm disappointed right now. I'll tell you that. I am disappointed.
JT, you can't vote twice. Nah, JT, you can't vote twice. He trying to vote twice. That what you first. I'm disappointed in y'all, man. Tell them the answer, Zach. Tell them the answer, man.
All right. The answer is E, both D and A. Derrick Henry and Tony Dorsett, 99 yards. If anyone else does it, they'll be tied with them.
All right. Let's see what y'all said. JT first said A. So he went with that. You was right. Derrick Henry was one of them, but you left somebody out. All right. Max and G say C. C. Lamar Miller. Oh, Adrian Peterson. Man, hold on. Know what's called? Ain't nobody picked B. Lamar Miller.
Let's see. Yeah, Adrian Peterson was 90 yards. What was Lamar Miller?
Who was that? Lamar Miller. We had Lamar Miller playing for us for a while.
Lamar Miller had a 97-yard touchdown run for the Houston Texans against Tennessee back in 2018. I forgot about Lamar Miller, to be honest.
I basically do work pro, says Adrian Peterson. Okay. All right. Let's go to number 3. All right. Who is the only player to rush for 200 yards in a playoff game twice? How about that? I'm going to give y'all 15 seconds. We count down. 14, baby. 13. 12. I'm really going slow. While y'all got them Googling thumbs. 11. 10. 9.
Y'all got them Googling thumbs. That's crazy work.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, One, Jerry, I let you Google you, bro.
Jerry tried to come in at the buzzer like Steph,
Jerry says, hey.
but
JT
he shot it like Ben Simmons.
Max and G says D. I got 2 D's in the A. Damn it, who's right? I'm going to say, yeah, you doing good, Jerry. You know I got mess. We're doing good, my brother. Good guess, Jerry. Good guess. But unfortunately, JT and Max and G, you got it. Eric Dickerson, man. Eric Dickerson, the only one, man. Now, let's go to the full one. Then I got a bonus one for you, baby. All right, here we go. Number 4. Which rookie holds record for most rushing yards in a single season? Is it A, Clinton Portis, B, George Rogers, C, Ezekiel Elliott, or D, Eric Dickerson? Who is it, baby? Let's see. Everybody go in here.
Ooh, I don't know this one.
Who is it?
That's some old head names, bro. I don't even know who half these people are. Well, I know who they are, but I don't know much about them, I should say.
Remember Clinton Portis, you from the U, baby. Used to run that ball for Washington. What we got? What we got in the chat? I'm getting y'all time. Let me see what we got. I ain't got no answer yet. Come on, y'all. It's the last one. Jerry said I'm gonna go with D. Okay, Jerry. JT saying D. Max and G saying C. Oh man, come on, man. The answer, family. JT and Jerry, you got it, baby. It's D. It is D. Eric Dickerson. Hey, family, he was a bad man. He was a bad man.
Yes, sir.
I said C. Oh, my bad. You still wrong, though. It wasn't C.
Tough.
It was tough. You were close, though. You were close, brother. All right. I mean, what's the bonus question I can give y'all? I got it. Here's a bonus question. I ain't even write it down. I'm coming off done with it. Here we go. Family. Who was the first player in NFL history to rush for over 2,000 yards in a single season? Ooh. Who was the first running? Not this one. Let me get down from up there. There we go. Who was the first player in NFL history to rush for over 2,000 yards in a season? 7 seconds. 6 seconds. 5 seconds. 4 seconds.
Man, you ain't even getting no options. They just got to come up with a name. Come on, Dennis Allen. He ran 200 yards outside the dome. While the Saints fans were chasing him.
I forgot. You're right, Zach. All right, here are your options, family. Derrick Henry, O.J. Simpson, Adrian Peterson, Eric Dickerson. Again, which player set the single season rushing record? No, I'm sorry. Who was the first player in NFL history to rush for over 2,000 yards in a single season? Is it A, Barry Sanders, B, Eric Dickerson, C, O.J. Simpson, or D, Terrell Davis?
I feel like anything rushing with Eric Dickerson is just a good guess. So I'm just going with Eric Dickerson. I don't even know. What up, Slim?
Oh man! All right.
JT said OJ.
Okay. Oh, JT said go on with the juice. What up, Slim? That's a tough one. I got all right. Jerry going OJ too. All right. Let's see. JT, who you got? JT said OJ. Where my guy at? Mash and G, who you got, baby? Who you got? All right, here we go. The answer is O.J. Simpson, baby. That's right.
There we go.
James Simpson himself was the first to rush for 2,000 yards in the season. Well, family, let's go bring our show to a conclusion. Listen, we're trying to do the all 22, but YouTube saying, hold on, something ain't right. They paused it, baby, but we back. We back, baby. We back. Like
Yes,
Zach
sir.
said,
Yes, sir.
we'll be with you guys each and every single Wednesday. Next week, we will be streaming from the RFS Saints studio with your host. You see him there, Mr. Zachary Bell. So join us next week, family. Well, your trivia host, so we're going to have to do it a little earlier, I see, Zach.
Yeah, we might have to start it off with the trivia. We might have to start it off with the trivia.
We're gonna have to get Micah J on in here because your host is sleeping right now. You got a long
sleeping job, man.
Yeah,
yes, sir. And just keep a lookout, man. Like I said, I got the video coming out. Should be out in probably the next 20 minutes on some highlights from Devon Vele throughout his career in the NFL with the Broncos last year, as well as some college highlights. So go and check that out all over on RFS Saints. And I'll be back live tomorrow on RFS Saints as we do a breakdown leading into our matchup against the Denver Broncos this Saturday to conclude our preseason, and expecting to have a special guest tomorrow as well. So look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow night.
That's right. Tomorrow night, tune in. RFS Saints. Special guest in the building with Zach. Your boy Dolph might pop in too, baby. JT,
hey, always welcome.
One more. What's your one more, JT, before we get out of here? Family Whammy, what's up, girl? Family say, I'm a groupie, boy. Right now, I ain't mad at it. Because right now, that boy's kicking like a all-pro. What's your question, JT? What's the one more you got before we get out of here? Who's all it's here to blow 4 number 1 picks? Who, Jay?
Oh, goodness.
Name the 4 picks. Whatever team you talking about, name the 4 picks they blew, JT. Put it in the chat right quick before we get out of here. For real, man. I want to know shit. I want to know too. Who, JT? What do you think, Saints?
I knew that was coming. All right, family.
All right. Hey, look, y'all have a good evening. Thank you all for joining us here on RFS Saints and the Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast Wednesday night, baby. It's supposed to be film study, but we're going to have to, you know what? We might then do film stuff, damn it. We're going to go like the old days. We're going to steal shot it. I'll steal shot theirs. Can't stop that. You know what I'm saying?
We'll figure that out. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. But listen, family, y'all have a good night. And like always, love and who that? We out.
Peace out, guys.